This is John. Welcome to Chess Dog. The man Magnus spoke with is Emil Satovsky. He's the FIDE General Director or Director General. And he is a grandmaster who's actually been rated over 2,700 himself at one point. But right now he is an authority in FIDE. And he and Magnus, along with some other executives and big shots from FIDE, had a conversation. And he spilled the beans a little bit about what happened in that conversation. Unfortunately, he didn't tell us everything. But he said, Emil Satovsky said, that FIDE would be very unhappy if Magnus chose to skip the world championship cycle. I mean, obviously, he said Magnus is a world champion. He's been a dominant world champion. And they don't want Magnus to skip the world championship. But, and this is important, he said he doesn't want Magnus to be able to just dictate the terms of what happens in the world championship cycle. He's got a place at the table, a very important voice, but he doesn't want Magnus to just, dictate exactly what's going to happen no matter what. So they had this conversation, and he said Magnus was very candid and positive, and that Magnus didn't come in there telling them what they had to do. He didn't give them an ultimatum, but he did ask, to some degree or another, to change the world championship format to some degree. He gave FIDE their vision. But FIDE apparently is still undecided on meeting the demands or requests, not demands, that Magnus has made of FIDE. But the million-dollar question, the one we're all asking, is, what did Magnus ask? We do not know yet what Magnus is asking, what changes he wants in the World Championship cycle. I'm kind of on pins and needles. I want to know, what is Magnus trying to do? What changes is he trying to make? And it's still up in the air whether or not he's going to play. And Emil Satovsky was asked, what is the deadline? Is there a deadline for Magnus to say whether or not he's going to play? And he said this, Emil Satovsky said, there is no official deadline, but they're shooting for July 20th, which is not very far away, for Magnus to make a commitment to play in the World Championship cycle. So let me know in the comments section, do you think he's going to play? And more importantly, what demands do you think, or they said they weren't demands, but what suggestions, strong suggestions, do you think Magnus is making for the World Championship? What changes does he want? I'll be very, very curious. Look forward to reading your comments below. See you again soon at Chess Dog. Goodbye.